Today, we're exploring the world of heavy equipment disasters and reckless truck drivers pushing the limits. From overloaded rigs losing control to excavators making catastrophic mistakes, these moments will leave you speechless. Here, you'll be asking, how did that even happen? Let's break down the most insane fails caught on camera. A massive truck was being loaded with heavy soil and rocks when disaster struck. Instead of the load falling neatly onto it, something went horribly wrong. In a shocking turn, the entire truck tipped to one side, sending debris flying everywhere. The sheer weight and imbalance caused chaos in mere seconds. Thankfully, emergency teams arrived quickly and worked to lift the truck back upright. It was a terrifying moment, and we can only hope the driver was okay. Here, a big heavy truck was being lifted high into the air, creating a dangerous situation. Suddenly, the truck lost its balance and tipped over, crashing hard onto the ground. Thankfully, the team reacted quickly and managed to lift it safely. Next, the oversized vehicle lost its stability and toppled over after a reckless maneuver. It completely collapsed, sparking a scene of total devastation. Later, a crane was brought in to lift the wreckage. A massive red truck was transporting heavy industrial equipment. Suddenly, the vehicle tilted dangerously. The front lifted off the ground as the load destabilized. Weight imbalance or terrain issues might have caused the failure. The oversized transport attempt went wrong, risking damage and potential disaster in the process. Meanwhile, this truck driver really said, "Who needs roads?" He took a sidewalk detour, gave his truck a free parking spot in the grass, and those back wheels straight up quit. Because when you thought it couldn't get worse, he proved us all wrong. This driver had one job: to make the turn. But either his skills or the equipment failed him. The massive load proved too much, and the back wheels ended up off track. Despite efforts to fix it, the situation only got worse. This was a perfect example of how one mistake could lead to disaster. Stay tuned for the next one. The rain poured heavily, soaking the ground and turning the road into a slippery challenge. The driver fought to move forward, but the wheels struggled against the thick, wet mud. After much effort, the truck finally powered through to the other side. A shocking truck crash was caught on camera. Reckless driving led to a terrifying accident, revealing the dangers of heavy equipment mishaps and the devastating consequences of negligence on the road. As the massive cement truck was being lifted, it suddenly got stuck, hovering awkwardly as if it had second thoughts about leaving the ground. Even machines have commitment issues. If this shocking fail left you speechless, then brace yourself for even more unbelievable disasters. This truck came to deliver fresh produce, but ended up harvesting trees instead. The poor car behind was in a leaf-covered witness protection program. It was a total disaster zone, a scene that would undoubtedly earn a spot in the Hall of Shame for failures. Dropping a beast of a yacht into the waves wasn't just some casual splash. It was a battle of steel, gravity, and sheer willpower. When heavy equipment met deep waters, one either witnessed a perfect landing or a legendary mess. And trust me, this one, it was pure chaos. The driver wrestled with the wheel like he was taming a wild beast. Each turn felt like flipping a coin between success and disaster. At this point, even a snail would have made it first. At first, everything seemed fine. The crane truck lifted the massive billboard with precision. Then, out of nowhere, the crane struck it. The force of the impact knocked it completely over, turning what started as a routine operation into a shocking, disastrous failure. This is the bridge girder machine, designed for high speed. But for a moment, it just hung mid-air. Was it stuck or just teasing? Either way, that was a heart-stopping pause. Who signed off on that? That yellow beast of a truck had one mission: destruction. And it nailed it. It toppled right over a white car, barely missing its driver, who had just stepped out. Talk about a lucky escape. The car wasn't so lucky. It got crushed like an empty soda can. Hopes had been high, but that vehicle made history. Oh, great. A free smoke show courtesy of a reckless truck turning the road into a total blackout. But hold on, things are about to get even wilder. First, they charged into the water like they were filming an action movie. Spoiler alert, the mud had other plans. Their tires sank faster than their hopes, leaving them flailing like a fish out of water. If there were an Olympic sport for getting stuck, they'd take gold. And let's not forget the rocks. They were shaking their truck so hard that it probably had trust issues then. By the time they hit the steep climb, their vehicle wiggled like it was trying to escape its own terrible decisions. Next, there was a big yellow crane, but suddenly it wobbled, freaked out, and sent the massive log crashing like a total amateur move. And the hydro crane was supposed to lift, not to start a circus act. A massive rock came crashing down, smashing everything in its way. It kept rolling, and before anyone could react, it took the vehicle down with it. The whole thing was unbelievably, absolutely intense. Next, a powerful hauler arrived for a routine transport on the street. Yet, when reckless driving met unstable ground, things went south. The massive load shifted, sending equipment tumbling. Now, instead of a smooth delivery, a full-scale recovery was underway. This excavator is putting on a show, but it's not the one anyone wanted. The warning came in right on time, for spectators, not the operator. And there you have it. The most insane, shocking, and downright unbelievable fails in the world of heavy equipment and trucking. These machines may be built for power, but when things go wrong, they go really wrong. If you enjoyed the chaos, don't forget to check out our other videos. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, stay safe, stay alert, and remember, when it comes to heavy machinery, expect the unexpected.